Empires are rarely built in moments of excitement. They are built in moments of control, moments when pressure rises. Emotions attempt to take over, and decisions still remain steady. Many people believe intelligence, talent, or opportunity are the primary forces behind great achievements. Yet history repeatedly shows another factor working quietly beneath the surface: emotional control. The ability to remain calm when others panic, to think clearly when others react impulsively, and to act with discipline instead of emotion becomes the foundation upon which lasting success is constructed. Emotion is powerful. It fuels ambition, creativity, passion, and determination. But when emotion operates without control, it also produces impatience, anger, fear, and impulsive decisions that destroy long-term progress. The difference between individuals who rise steadily and those who repeatedly start and stop often lies in how well they manage these emotional swings. One person allows frustration to interrupt effort, while another continues working despite the same feeling. Over time, this difference compounds until one path leads to scattered results and the other leads to extraordinary outcomes. Every major goal requires time, and time inevitably brings challenges. Plans do not always work immediately. Recognition does not always arrive quickly. Obstacles appear unexpectedly, and results often grow slowly before they become visible. Without emotional control, these natural phases feel unbearable. People begin to doubt themselves, abandon strategies too early, or change direction repeatedly in search of faster rewards. Emotional reactions shorten patience, and shortened patience prevents long-term success from fully forming. Those who learn to manage emotion understand that temporary discomfort is not a signal to quit. It is often a sign that progress is still in motion. Leadership, whether in business, community, or personal life, depends heavily on emotional stability. People naturally trust individuals who remain composed during uncertainty. When problems arise, the leader who reacts with panic spreads fear, confusion, and hesitation. The leader who responds calmly creates clarity and confidence. Emotional control, therefore, becomes more than a personal advantage. It becomes a collective strength that influences everyone connected to that leader's decisions. Empires grow when stability guides action, because stability encourages consistent progress instead of chaotic movement. One of the greatest dangers of uncontrolled emotion is impulsive decision-making. In moments of anger, people say things they later regret. In moments of fear, they abandon opportunities that required courage. In moments of excitement, they take risks without proper preparation. Each impulsive decision may seem small, but repeated over months and years, these choices redirect the course of entire lives. Emotional control introduces a pause, a brief space between feeling and action. In that pause, reasoning returns, long-term thinking becomes visible, and better decisions emerge. Another powerful advantage of emotional control is endurance. Success rarely depends on a single effort. It depends on sustained effort across long periods of time. Emotional instability drains energy quickly. Constant frustration, comparison, worry, and overreaction exhaust the mind, leaving less strength for productive work. A controlled mind conserves energy. Instead of being consumed by emotional spikes, it directs attention toward execution. This steady use of energy allows consistent performance even during demanding periods. And consistency is often the hidden engine behind remarkable achievements. Relationships also depend on emotional control. Partnerships, teams, and collaborations thrive when communication remains respectful and thoughtful, even under pressure. When emotions dominate conversations, misunderstandings increase, trust weakens, and cooperation suffers. Individuals who maintain composure during disagreement become valuable allies because they help maintain stability in situations that could otherwise collapse. Empires are never built alone. They grow through networks of trust, and trust grows strongest around those who demonstrate emotional reliability. Emotional control is not the absence of feeling. It is the mastery of response. Everyone experiences disappointment, anger, excitement, and fear. The difference is whether those feelings dictate behavior. A disciplined individual allows emotion to exist, but refuses to let it control direction. They recognize frustration, yet continue working. They feel doubt, yet continue learning. They experience pressure, yet continue preparing. This quiet discipline creates momentum that others often overlook because it does not appear dramatic. But over time, it becomes incredibly powerful. The process of building anything meaningful, whether a career, a business, a reputation, or personal mastery, includes countless moments where emotional reaction would be easier than disciplined response. It is easier to quit when progress slows, easier to argue when criticized, easier to complain when obstacles appear. Emotional control asks for something different. It asks for patience when impatience feels natural, focus when distractions are loud, and consistency when motivation temporarily fades. Each time a person chooses controlled response over emotional reaction, they strengthen the mental foundation that supports long-term achievement. Pressure often reveals the true level of emotional discipline. Anyone can appear calm when conditions are easy. Real control becomes visible when expectations rise and uncertainty increases. Those who prepared themselves through daily habits of focus, reflection, and discipline discover that they can handle demanding moments with surprising stability. Their minds do not need to learn calmness during the crisis because calmness was already practiced long before the crisis arrived. Over time, emotional control transforms identity. A person who repeatedly proves to themselves that they can remain steady under pressure begins to develop deep internal confidence. This confidence is not based on temporary success. It is based on trust in their own ability to respond wisely regardless of circumstances. That kind of confidence encourages bolder goals, stronger persistence, and clearer decision-making, all of which contribute to larger achievements. Many people search for powerful external advantages, better opportunities, stronger connections, faster strategies, while overlooking the internal advantage that multiplies the value of every opportunity they already have. Emotional control amplifies intelligence because clear thinking produces better ideas. It amplifies talent because steady practice refines skill more effectively. It amplifies opportunity because reliable individuals are trusted with greater responsibility. In this way, emotional discipline becomes not just a helpful trait, but a multiplying force behind success. Empires, whether literal or symbolic, are not built in single dramatic moments. They are built through thousands of disciplined decisions, made quietly over time, decisions to remain focused when distractions appear, to remain patient when results are delayed, to remain calm when pressure increases, and to remain committed when the path becomes demanding. Each controlled response becomes another brick in the structure of long-term success. Another sign that direction will not be abandoned simply because emotions become intense. Those who learn to master their reactions gradually discover that many obstacles lose their power. Situations that once caused panic become manageable. Criticism that once created discouragement becomes information for improvement. Delays that once created frustration become opportunities for preparation. Emotional control changes not only how a person behaves, but also how challenges are experienced. Difficulties remain present, yet they no longer control the journey. In the end, the greatest structures of success are not built only by intelligence or ambition. They are built by individuals who learn to govern themselves. When emotions are guided instead of obeyed, decisions improve, consistency strengthens, relationships stabilize, and progress accelerates. Over years of disciplined response, what begins as simple self-control gradually evolves into influence, trust, leadership, and lasting achievement. Proof that emotional control practiced daily and applied consistently has the power to build empires where impulsive reaction would have built only temporary results.